to go. So, the first question of the day. Sign one, sell one, sub one. It's a strange question because I'm asking for the managers. So, Arteta, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Frank Lampard. And I want to start with Jimmy. Let's get it out of the way. Get it off your chest, son.
You know what? This is like the hardest question you've asked ever, I think, because they're all very talented in their own way. I think the difficulty comes between Lampard and Arteta as who you would sell and who you would sub, because I think they're both relatively inexperienced, but you look at what Arteta's got to deal with versus what Lampard's got to deal with there. You know, Arteta's got a much harder job, a bigger job on his hand than what Lampard has at Chelsea. And Lampard's got some very exciting players. He's also got money to spend if he needs it. There was no expectancy on him coming into a job. I'm not taking anything away from what he's done, because everyone thought that he was going to be, 6th, 7th this year, and he looks like he's going to make a good case for 3rd for him at this rate. So I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm giving the sign one to Ollie, because not just because of what he's done at United now, and again, I know he's got money and there were some players already there, but he's got them performing and he's done it. But a friend of mine actually played for Ollie when he was at a Division 1 club a few years ago, and Ollie's actually got a bit of a track record for going in at other levels and turning teams around and really getting them playing. So for me, Ollie's the top one out of them three at the moment. Obviously things change. I'd probably just edge Arteta second, as in subbing him, and that means selling Lampard, but by no means is that an easy decision.
Okay, brilliant. Next, Charlie.
I'll be biased, but I'm going to give good reasons. I would, sell Lampard, and I'd sub Ollie, and I'll keep Arteta. Right, the problem is, I chatted with you about it. When we were kids and we looked at managers, they seemed like old men, right? And we didn't realise they were actually ex-players. These are now all ex-players of the teams that they're already at. So we grew up with them. You think, are they qualified? But they're not. They've all kind of gone in at this entry-level point. So it is a hard fucking question. Mind my swearing. So I would sign Arteta because I think he, like Jimmy says, he has the biggest job. And if he does it, he'll probably pull off the biggest coup out of all of them. Like you said, Ollie has inherited something good and has got money. Frank has got money. We got shit all at Arsenal. We got Kroenke who wants to take money out. So there you go. That's my roundup.
Justin, Gaffer, up next. Sign one, sell one, sub one.
Yeah. They're all three of them are unproven, so I think that's quite clear. I know Ollie's had a couple of spells, but not done nothing really. So I'm going to base it on who was the better football player.
My nigga.
Who I would think could improve players, who I think has got a record to back it up and can say this is what I've done in the game. So I'm going to go definitely keep Lampard, sell Arteta and sub Ollie. And as I said, the reason why is because they're all unimproven. None of them have won any trophies as managers. And as I said, out of all of them, Lampard's probably the only one that was close to being a world-class or top footballer, really. So that's why. That's my decision.
Fair enough. Anon, while we've still got a good internet connection.
I would say definitely sell Arteta. What was it? Keep. What was it? Sell, keep what?
Sell one, sign one, sub one.
You just heard three people go.
Well,
There's always one. There's always one.
Well, do you know what? keep Ollie, because Ollie's got more pressure at Man United than all the other teams. Lampard,
really?
He's got. Yes, he's got.
Abramovich after 1 year. Man United don't do that.
Listen. Man United.
Abramovich will make you disappear.
Man United are one of the biggest clubs in the world, right?
Yeah, but they're low to their managers.
Hold on. all their history in that, for them to put in for this guy as the manager, boy, they got saw something, you know what I mean? So he's done something beforehand, which is fair. With the rest of them, I've just been giving it to them, like, because the teams ain't got no choice really. I think Arsenal had no choice really. I know it's funny, but it's true. It's true. Arsenal had no choice. They had no choice. They wasn't going to get anyone else. You know what I mean? They had to get someone like a fall guy, because if he did shit, he can blame it on him. Even though Arteta, I do rate Arteta, but yeah, Lampard is just he's sitting on the gold mine. He's been another one. Just given to him. Just go on, just do that. You know what I mean? Like, for me, Ollie. For me, Ollie is
so sign
number
Ollie.
one. Keep.
Who are you going to sub and who are you going to sell?
So,
Take your time.
ooh.
Boom.
We can
Okay,
get done copyright using that.
sell Lampard, Lampard and sub Ollie.
Sub Arteta.
No, sub Arteta.
Sorry. Yes, sorry, that's what. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go with Gibbo.
Without being biased, I think, well, first I want to say respect to all three clubs, to be fair, because they've gone with pretty much unknown managers. So respect to all three of them to giving them the chance to kind of prove themselves and come in and do something. So first I'd like to say that. I would say it's a difficult one because, let's be fair, Arteta's not really had a transfer window to really bring in any of his players. And even if he does get a transfer window, whether Kroenke's going to give him the money to buy anyone anyway, time will tell. But I think based on what Arteta's done, the turmoil, the utter chaos that Arsenal was in at the time when he came in. I mean, I was going to the games at Emirates, and it was shocking over there. So he's kind of turned that around. He's put us in a position now where we're ahead of Spurs, which is always what you want to see as an Arsenal fan. So that's a good starting point. And also, you know, we could get that 5th place, possibly. Long shot, but possibly. So for me, I'm gonna buy Arteta. I'm a sub Ollie, but it's a close one. And the reason why is because Ollie has had a couple transfer windows, so he's had an opportunity to create the team that he wants to have there. So basing that in mind as well, I'm going to sub him and I'm going to get rid of Lampard. I don't think Lampard's really got it, to be honest with you. Time will tell, could prove me wrong, but I don't think he's got it. He doesn't seem like he can control big players, and at the moment he hasn't got big players there to control. So time will tell to see what he comes with.
Nice.
I'm gonna go. I sort of tend to agree with Justin. They're all inexperienced, so I'm gonna go with, because I don't really like novice managers at top clubs. It doesn't sit well with me. So I'm gonna have to keep Ollie because he's managed a few clubs. He's managed in Europe. He's been managing at United for a couple of seasons. He's managed Champions League and blah blah blah, and he's not doing too bad at all.
Well, what? Hello.
We lost
What
you, Tony.
happened
Can you repeat?
Oh, you're back. Go on, Tom.
Okay, and I'll have to sub Lampard, because he's the second most experienced. He's obviously managed at Derby and didn't do too bad there. He's banged youngsters through, even though he knew them from Chelsea, and he played them, and now they're playing in the Chelsea side. And I'll have to get rid of Arteta because, like I said, I don't like inexperienced managers, novice managers at top clubs. You're getting a novice manager to get buying top players to make us compete in the top 4. And my way of thinking, Arsenal is a top club that are used to winning stuff, and now we ain't got no chance of winning anything. So finishing 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th got no bearance to me. Unless I'm winning, then it's not the same.
Yeah, but Tom, can I just quickly ask you, like, isn't Arteta being a part of winning culture and seeing how it happens at Man City doesn't not count for anything? Yeah, but I understand that a great number 2 they don't necessarily make great managers. Stephen McLaren, even if Pep said he was an integral role of that. Pep said he was very integral in that.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, being a fantastic assistant doesn't mean you could be a top manager.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's
saying.
unproven, yeah.
Listen, the only reason I'm saying that is because, like I said, he's unproven. He could go and win the league
Yeah, I
next year.
agree.
I'm not saying he will. He can go and do a bet and win, and go on to other clubs and win whatever and whatever. And I could be proven wrong, but I just don't like inexperience at a top 6 club or a top 4 club. It's like now going.
But look,
Liverpool
as
did
a
before.
Spurs fan, Arteta has improved the football at Arsenal. Actual, like
Yeah, but it
the
doesn't
football you're
amounts to me.
playing,
Football
so
doesn't
much
amounts to me
compared to
then.
how you was.
Yeah.
I don't care if
Yeah,
we're
it's true.
But before
Premier
you
League
weren't
champions
winning,
ever,
and
as
you
long as
had
you
no
won it.
football. Now, at least
Charlie,
you've got football.
Charlie, I've
Yeah.
got a question for you.
Go
Do you
on.
think Arteta had any bearing on that Man City team?
No.
Fuck off.
There you go. Well, there you go then.
And also, you have to remember, it don't mean that he's been at Man City. Personally, from what Guardiola looks from the outside, I don't think anyone else gets involved in training. I think he's like Mourinho. I think he's quite obsessive and controls everything.
Who's that?
I'm saying, good number twos are normally one like Steve McLaren at Man United was a great number 2. He done everything. He done all the coaching, done all the training. Yeah, that's quite known. Alex Ferguson setting his office, had his cup of tea. Yeah, but Guardiola, Mourinho, they're hands on. They're doing everything.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't. Arteta, I think
But they still have an opinion of a number 2, definitely. I don't think he's just there will block them out. I don't think so. But I'm sure they have an insight on the number 2, 100%.
I think you have to judge Arteta as Arteta. I wouldn't go along as he's been at Man City. I wouldn't use that as anything.
No.
At the moment, he's a novice manager, and we don't know what he's gonna. And listen, I'm not just cussing him. I'm just choosing it from inexperience.
It's too early, isn't it? It's too early.
And for me,
he's been in the job for 6 months, and 3 of the months we haven't even played the game of football.
He's made a big mistake by giving David Luiz a year's contract. That's inexperienced, novice.
Oh, honestly, that one there.
He had no choice.
Listen, before we go off course, Tony, what was your order?
My order was Oli, Lampard, and then Arteta. Due from just experience alone. That's what I like.
All right. I mean, can't really argue.
Bring Wenger back.
Wayne, up next.
Bring Ferguson back, bring Wenger back, the good old days.
Basically, I mean, yeah, like it's been said, it's a tough question to answer, really. They're all more or less in the same boat. For me, I would sign Lampard. He shows more signs of showing progression with the players that he's got, the way he's worked with the youngsters, the work that he did at Derby. I think he did a decent enough job there. For me, Arteta, I'm selling him. I think he's lucky. I think Arsenal. No, I'm not saying it because I'm a Spurs man. I just think the fact that he was Pep's number 2 got him there. I mean, Ancelotti should have got the job. How Thierry Henry got overlooked and Vieira got overlooked. For me, he only got the job because he was Pep's number 2. But at the
also
time,
probably because he was a cheaper option as well, though.
That too.
No.
Saying the foot, like I said earlier, the fall guy. Like I said, the fall guy.
Henry and Vieira are club legends. They didn't want to put them 2 in, right, until Arteta goes in. If he does
feel
good,
they would have got more luck
out
of those 2 rather than Arteta.
They're being groomed. They're next.
But did you not see what happened? We had Ljungberg, who was a legend for about 2 months.
Well, for me, Ljungberg was a better player, exactly, than Arteta.
This is all beautiful, but Wayne, finish off.
Different players. All
right, cool. So yeah, Arteta out the door. Oli, ooh. You know what? Beginning of the season, it was all, Oli at the wheel. But since like the transfer window and Bruno, United are looking good. And he's looking like he might actually be turning things around there. I wouldn't get too carried away with him. But I mean, since you guys have come back, you're looking in tip-top condition. So I would bench Oli and I'd sign Lampard. For me, he's got I wouldn't say he's got more experience out of everyone, because Ollie's done his thing in Norway, but from the work that he's done in Derby, he's done a half-decent job. So, yeah, I'd sell, sign Lampard.
Okay, fair enough. Good stuff. Magic?
I'm going to go sign Ollie, bench Arteta, and get rid of Frank. And the reason for that is...
I did that too.
What's that? Yeah, the reason why I'll do that is... like nothing against that. like Tony was saying, they're all inexperienced. But the thing is, for me, with Lampard, is he's walked in, he's got an experienced like team, so to speak, and it's the big games for me. Any time he's come up against like top opposition, he gets done over. To be fair, fair enough. Yes, he beat City the other day. Cool, but when he's
thank you, Lampard.
but when he came up against Ajax, when they got there, like they got absolutely humiliated. They come up against us, like all these.
Come on, Ajax are a team. I mean,
Chelsea should beat them. Sorry, Jim. Chelsea should beat them.
No more Mr. Nice Duck.
They should beat them.
Why should it?
Not really. Ajax are a good team, man. Ajax are a good team.
They're a good team, but if you look on paper, Chelsea are definitely better.
No, we got rid of that paper thing already. That paper thing's gone.
What Magic's trying to say is that Ajax ain't the team they were last year. They lost 3-4 of their top players.
Yeah.
No, but their score is still the same. Their score is still the same. Their schooling is still the same.
Players, yeah, and I think for me personally, with like Frank's done well with the youngsters. He's done good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, yes, but like obviously, Ollie. It's pretty simple for me with Ollie. Like he's changed it around. He's got like Rashford, Pogba, like those guys firing, like Greenwood. And I think Ollie's learning. Yeah, the only other person I would have took over Ollie would have been Pochettino. Only other person. But I've always said, I've been with Chris as well. Like we've got to give him a chance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to.
That's
all managers need time to implement their thing. I think all the ones we're talking about next season, when they've had a bit of time with the team, they've got some people in. Next season's gonna be a really interesting season for a lot of clubs. I think
everyone's
one of our best Premier League seasons ever.
Yeah, but
I can't wait for next season.
So.
Next season,
I think so too.
First and second's done already, so it don't matter.
No, because Jimmy's saying Liverpool going for his fourth, so they're not first.
No, that's bullshit. Listen, Man City are going to come back stronger.
Liverpool dead apparently, bro.
All right, Jimmy, I'm going to bring some holy water for you, bro. I'm gonna bring some holy water. No more drinking that haterade, bro. No more.
He said holy water.
Drink holy water.
Basically saying no one can help you other than holy water.
Yeah. There's some demons in that motherfucker. There's some demons, man.
I don't care who signs what, but no one's catching Liverpool Man City next season. That's
it's them two. But Man United.
The fight just below that will be interesting, though.
I'm gonna make sure I don't edit out that bit.
I'll tell you what, yeah. If Man United make that. If Man United make that buy and buy, what's his name?
Sancho.
The centre back first. Koulibaly. If they got him.
What? Just the one or two? Just one or two?
Him. Maybe Sancho. There will be problems.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
What about your left
back?
They
kept the same team, huh?
What about your left back? You changing that? You keeping that?
He's Liverpool. Wait.
No, they change it. They'll get another one. Hey, bro.
Sorry. I'll put you in that. My bad.
Man United need a world-class number 9 to challenge for the title.
Champion.
Listen. I'm not getting
walk like a champion. Talk like a champion.
You think Martial can win you the Premier League?
It's not Martial, is it? It's the whole team.
It's the whole team.
No one's
this. Justin.
A player that scored 30-40 goals.
Justin. What about Firmino? Is Firmino world class number 9?
I knew this was coming.
If Firmino's not world class number 9, we don't need one.
Hey, don't bring my guy in the thing here,
what I just said. I said a player that's going to get 30-40 goals. No other Man United players getting 30-40 goals.
Is that necessary? Is that necessary though? If you've got 3 men that are getting 20 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, my
guy. Listen, like I was telling you before. Justin. Firmino is catalyst of these guys scoring the goals, brother.
100%. Firmino is the most underrated player.
When he's not there,
listen to what I said a few weeks ago. I'm having Firmino all day long, mate. And they got to put him on his first name on the team sheet.
Well, that's my point. My point is Firmino does it and he doesn't score. So why do we need one?
Your wide men ain't like Sané and Salah.
No, they're not.
Mate.
Oh, wait, but say one thing.
Fernandes, Pogba, they're banging goals as well.
Listen, before we go any further, and anyone embarrasses themselves, I'm not rating anything like that, but just so you know, because at the minute you're off with your knowledge, Manchester United front three have outscored Liverpool's front three this season. So just so you know that. So just so
It's
you know
true.
that, man, Liverpool won the
It's
league.
true.
Liverpool won the league. So just so you know that now, and you're comfortable with that. Let that settle in.
So what you're saying is it's your goalkeeper, yeah, Chris?
100%.
It's the whole back line, the whole back line, the whole
No.
United back line.
Premier
Listen,
League goals.
Maguire's all right. Maguire's all right.
Maguire,
Put him
did you
for
see
the-
what
for
happened
the
to
partner.
Maguire
Maguire
yesterday?
needs a partner.
I know.
Did you see what Maguire happened yesterday?
Everyone
We
needs
can't go
jobs,
off.
bro.
We can't go
Maguire
off.
needs
We
a
can't go
partner,
off
man.
course.
Chris,
Listen,
it's your.
who has? Is
I'm
it me?
talking
Is it
about
me
Premier
left? Yeah.
League goals.
Yeah, shoot.
All right. So my three will be Sign Ollie. You knew that was coming. Well, I've probably been the only person I know who's always wanted Ollie. I've just wanted Ollie the whole time. And
Really, Chris?
yeah,
I'm have to check some WhatsApp messages there. You know.
I beg you, Colson.
Listen. On
I'm
air,
gonna have to check that. You know.
on
Ollie.
air. I'm saying this right now. You check it, and if I'm wrong, I owe you £100 cash.
Wow.
Cash.
Whoa.
Cash. I know what I say. Yeah. Right. So I owe you £100 cash. I've always
No,
wanted Ollie.
you're blessed. You're blessed, bruv. You're blessed.
I've always wanted Ollie in, and he has done things that make me think, bruv,
I'm happy
whatever.
you got Ollie in, but he ain't going to win you the league.
All right, fair enough. Everyone's got their opinion. Anyway, so my one is Sign Ollie. My one is bench Arteta. I think he's getting a rough deal. Rough. I think people are looking at him like, I'm saying, you don't even know what he can do yet. You don't even know what he can do yet. Give him a chance. And he's likable. And not that means anything. I think.
But Lampard ain't had a chance. He's not signed no one.
Exactly.
See what he does. Lampard, listen to this. This is my point here with Lampard, yeah? Lampard walked into a team, whereas they finished third the last season. Yeah?
Won Europa as well.
Yeah, they finished third last season, yeah? Manchester United, was it 7th or 6th? And Arsenal, we was all below
Who said they won the Europa? Magic?
Yeah, they won the Europa.
Yeah, who was your manager?
What's that?
Brilliant.
No. They won the Europa.
Go on, Chris.
Chelsea.
Right, so this is the team that Lampard has taken over. Third place, he inherited a better team than all of them. He's in the mix with all of them. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be in the mix with all of them. I don't rate him.
Why'd you put him in the mix then?
Because I wanted to see
Just
what
to
you
see
lot
what
said.
said with the views, innit? You want to
Yeah,
hear the
exactly.
views about it.
So yeah, my point is, I don't even understand why he's getting such high regard. I don't even get it, but everyone's got their own opinions. My one is sell Lampard, sign Ollie, bench Arteta. So, hey, here it is.
We're ready.